and greetings from Buenos Aires once more. Today we're bringing you a food challenge that only my pizza-loving husband could have thought up. With only a couple of days left in the city, he asked, "Audrey, what if we only ate pizza for 48 hours?" And thus began our epic pizza tour across Buenos Aires. Are we even surprised here? Pizza in Buenos Aires is pretty iconic, given the waves of Italian immigration Argentina experienced from the late 19th to mid-20th century. And today that translates into some excellent pizzerias across the city. How convenient that this also happens to be Sam's favorite food. So with that in mind, we invite you to join us on this epic Buenos Aires pizza tour as we visit 5 of the oldest and most loved pizzerias across the city. Wish us luck, and let's go eat pizza. Today we are eating at Cuartito. This is one of the most famous pizzerias in all of Buenos Aires. It's the first one that we ever ate at on our first visit together, and it has been around since 1934. That is a very long time. Here on the menu it actually says thank you to your parents and thank you to your grandparents, because apparently 3 generations of people have been eating at this pizzeria. So we've arrived at like almost 3 in the afternoon. This place is packed. We thought this would be like off-peak lunch hour. We'd be able to get a table. It was actually a bit of a struggle to find a place where to sit down. But we have placed our order. We have lots of different pizzas coming, a little bit of wine, so we are all set. The vino is here. Hello.
The vino, the wine is here, and this place is pretty cool. They only have Bodegas Lopez wines, and we're not complaining. We love Bodegas Lopez. We've actually got to visit their bodega in Mendoza. Let me tell you, they make a mighty fine red wine. It's gonna go so good with the pizza.
One of these. My 2 chosen slices are now on my plate. The first one here is the anchovies pizza, which has no cheese. It is just tomato sauce and like pulpy tomato sauce with anchovies. I love the saltiness of the anchovies. To me, that's one of the best pizza slices in the world. Just no cheese, loaded up with tomato sauce, make it salty. That's kind of like what my taste buds enjoy. This other one is loaded. So this one does have the mozza, loads of mozzarella, tomato sauce, ham, and you have a red pepper. I should try and get a chunk of that. And it also comes with green olives. I was gonna say green grapes. It is not a grape. I'm forgetting my English.
And
very, very good.
Salud. Cheers. What do you think of the wine?
It's a table wine, goes well with pizza.
Yep.
But man, this might be the best. Like the more I think about it, I really think this one's the best, the anchovies. So
I love the anchovies.
You did well ordering.
I made sure I got one slice of that too.
Sam's 3 slices are here.
Guys, I've got to say, pizza is probably my favorite food. It hasn't changed. It's been like that since I was a teenager. And you won't find a better place to have pizza than in Buenos Aires. It's one of the heavyweights of pizza in the world.
Some might say Italy.
Yeah, some would put Italy. I would put certain places in Italy, Buenos Aires, and maybe Chicago, maybe New York. Those are the top 4 places in the world to have pizza, and Buenos Aires is right up there. So I've got 3 slices, having the same one as you, the anchovy one. I've got the classic, which is the mozzarella, and I've got the fugazzetta, which is basically the most, it's a mountain of cheese, and you've got tons of onion too. And this one doesn't have tomato sauce, so it's a cheesy affair. Okay, let's start off with the anchovies. There's just something about that buttery, crispy crust, delicious tomato sauce, copious amounts of it, and then the saltiness of the anchovy. Wow. All right, the classic mozzarella. That mozzarella is so good. You know, the classic pizza here is maybe the best. As much as people love to have different ingredients, like the mozzarella one is just fantastic. It's also the cheapest too.
But better than anchovies?
Well, it's different, right? If you're craving cheese, then yeah, it is. Because the anchovies has no cheese. Now the fugazeta is where you get all of your cheese and all of your onions. That is a cheese lover's delight. All three are so different from each other, but they're all delicious. I mean, I could probably have 5 slices, but you know what?
Man.
We're gonna be doing pizza for the next 2 days, so I gotta pace myself a bit.
Time for the bill. It was $7.90 in pesos, which at current exchange is $13 US, but half of that was just the wine. So like all that pizza was like a little over $6.
Yeah.
And crazy thing, when I went to pay the bill, the waiter came over to the till and he was telling the guy at the till like exactly everything we had ordered so he could like bring it up. He didn't have any notes.
Photographic
Just, like,
memory.
from memory, he was like, they had this wine and this slice and that slice and 2 of this one, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's impressive.
Very
It's impressive to say the least.
So yeah, very good pizza, and that's it.
That's it. A plus. A plus.
Alright guys, we have brought you to the next pizzeria. This one is called Guerrin, another institution here in the city of Buenos Aires. It's located on Corrientes, which turns into a pedestrian street at night. And yeah, they've been around since 1932.
Wow.
Long time.
It's gonna be 100 years and not too long. 12 more.
Too long.
12 more.
100 years more.
88 years old.
And we ordered up 5 different slices. We
Yes.
have the pomarola, mozzarella, napolitana. This is a slice of faina, which is actually a chickpea paste. And typically you just put this on top of another slice and you eat it together. So Sam's gonna demonstrate that. I'm gonna start with the special of the house. This one is called Pizza Guerrin, and by the looks of it, it's got tomato sauce, ham, mozzarella cheese, red pepper, and green olives. So here we go. That is good. There is loads of ham in there, guys. Comparing the dough to the pizzeria we went to yesterday, which was El Cuartito, this one isn't quite as fluffy. This one is more doughy. The other one was more buttery. This one is just slightly more dense, but very good. Dude. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna help myself to the napolitana, which has slices of tomato. Obviously, like, you know, tomato sauce, mozzarella, but then
look at all that
slices
cheese.
of fresh tomato with oregano. Here we go. I gotta say, I think the pizzas here at Guerrin are even cheesier. Like, they just load them with mozzarella cheese.
Yeah.
Like, you really gotta chew that thoroughly.
Hey, so I can't wait to try my pizza, but first I want to talk about the drink, Pasta de los Toros.
Which is empty.
Which is empty and then poured into here. This is
Oh.
a grapefruit juice. Really
Okay.
good.
Grapefruit soda, right? It's fizzy.
Grapefruit soda, I should say. Yeah, it is fizzy. And so I've got 2 different slices to try.
Yeah.
The classic mozzarella,
Ooh,
and
yes.
then I forget the name of this one.
That one is pomarola.
Pomarola. It looks like it could be tomato sauce with onions on top.
Pomarola.
Pomarola. That's exactly what it was. It's kind of sweet onions and a little bit of a sweeter tomato sauce too. No cheese on that one at all.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to take the faina, cut off a slice, and I'm not sure if this is how you're supposed to do it, but from what I remember being told from a pizza video we made a long time ago was that we're supposed to eat it with the pizza.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is I'm taking a little piece, and now I'm gonna take a slice and try them both at the same time.
You're basically having a bite of pizza with a bite of chickpea paste, which is an interesting combination. I'm not sure where that came from.
It is interesting. I mean, to be honest, I prefer the pizza on its own, but it does add a bit of an extra element to the slice.
I guess it would fill you up faster too.
It certainly would. It certainly would fill you up. I'm gonna try it on its own. You know what? I actually prefer having it on its own.
Yeah,
with a slice
on
of
its
pizza.
own?
Yeah, on its own. For me, it suits my taste better. Yeah.
In between slices as a palate cleanser.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Price point.
Oh, that pizza was so good. So good. So moving on to the price point, yes, it was just under 600 pesos at current exchange. That is slightly less than 10 US dollars. That included the 4 slices of pizza, the faina, and the 2 drinks. So 7 items for 10 bucks. What a deal.
We will.
We are gonna keep this pizza quest going. We're moving on to the next place just a few blocks away.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
We are now at Pizzeria Banchero, and for this next one, Sam has ordered
Yes.
a classic drink.
Classic drink. So I'm getting the Fernet with Pepsi. Now Fernet is kind of a medicinal tasting alcoholic beverage that I think, doesn't it come from Cordoba?
Well, it's really popular in Cordoba, but it
Really
came from
popular.
Italy.
Okay.
It's like a liqueur, would you say?
It's like a liqueur, and I'm adding Pepsi to it here.
Typically, you mix it with Coke,
Yeah.
not Pepsi, but this is what they had on hand.
Let's try that. You know what? This is really growing on me. The very first time I ever tried it, I didn't like it. Oh, it's like, bad medicine. But when you mix it with enough Pepsi or Coke, it sweetens it enough that makes it a bit more palatable. And it's a very interesting drink. It's unlike anything else I've ever tried, to be honest. It has a bit of a medicinal flavor, and yeah, you mix it with Coke or Pepsi.
Oh my, 4 more slices and a faina on top. So, we got anchovies. This looks nice, good presentation. 2 little anchovies hanging out. Then Sam got the spinach with lots of mozza cheese and a cream sauce. That's not a topping you see on pizza every day. No tomato, just cream sauce. And we've just learned the difference between fugassa and fugazeta. At the last place, or was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday we had fugazeta, which is onions and cheese. Fugassa, it's just the onions, no cheese. It does have a little bit of oregano sprinkled on top, but no cheese, my friend, no cheese.
That's a difference.
I don't think we knew that when we were ordering fugassa.
I've always wonondered
Then
what the
he would have
difference.
been like, I want fugazeta.
Now we know.
But another interesting thing, reading the napkin here, it says they are the creators of the fugazza with cheese, so the fugazeta. This restaurant, apparently, Banchero, created the fugazeta.
Oh, we've got to order a slice then. We're going to get a 5th slice.
Oh my gosh.
We got to order...
It's just this with cheese.
No. We got to get the real deal. I will order that. I will eat it. Don't
First,
worry.
let's eat this, my
Okay.
friend.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And then we got a slice of mozzarella with the faina on top. This is going to be a challenge. Like, I'm feeling pretty stuffed from our previous pizzeria, but here we go.
Eating all this pizza?
All this
It's
pizza.
tough work, huh?
And guess what's happening tomorrow?
More
pizza.
2 more.
More pizza's happening tomorrow. So we are going for the anchovy, which is my favorite type of pizza. And it is good. I'm a happy girl. So I also ordered anchovy pizza when we were at El Cuartito on day 1. And I will say, over there, they give you more tomato sauce. Here, I feel like the tomato sauce is more painted on top of the slice. So I think I prefer the other one, just because it's juicier. But I really like the dough. It's like thick, but very like spongy. It's actually a good slice of pizza. I do like this. And next up, we are digging into the mozzarella. And guys, I made a discovery. I thought mozzarella pizza always had tomato sauce. Not here, not at Banchero. Here it's just cheese. So you've got like the pizza dough, thick layer of cheese, and well, I added the faina on top, the chickpea paste, but that was shocking. Mozzarella pizza with no cheese, no sauce. Have you ever encountered mozzarella pizza with no tomato sauce?
Maybe not.
No, I feel like this is a first here, only at Banchero.
Only at Banchero.
I mean, we still have more pizzerias left to visit,
We
so
do.
we'll see if that happens again.
Yep.
But I was in shock. Like, I thought tomato sauce was kind of a requirement. Perhaps not.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps someone forgot? I doubt it. I doubt it.
Your turn.
My turn. I'm still hungry, guys. I can go hard with the pizza. So I'm trying the espinaca.
This one has cream sauce instead of tomato sauce.
Exactly. It's almost a bit soupy in its consistency. It's very, very good. I mean, I still prefer classic slices with mozzarella and tomato sauce, but this is a really interesting piece of pizza. Now we're moving on to the fugazza, not the fugazetta, the fugazza. And this is just onions.
You know what I thought the difference would be between
What?
fugazza and fugazzetta? I thought maybe they would chop the onions finer. I thought it was like a question of the size of the onions.
That's
But no,
fire.
it's the lack of cheese. Fugazza has no cheese. What do you think of it? Just bread and onions.
They're both good. It's nice and juicy. Yeah. I still prefer a classic slice though.
Just paid the bill.
My goodness, am I ever stuffed? Well, we both are. Guys, it's not Groundhog Day, but the bill's just about the same as the other two places. 625 pesos, approximately 10 US dollars. That included the 4 slices, the piece of faina, the 5th item. Also, we got soda water and my drink with Pepsi and Fernet. And again, a great deal. And my goodness, am I ever full. There'll be no dinner tonight.
Good afternoon.
My friends, another day in Buenos Aires, another pizzeria. Today we're at another institution, one of the originals, Las Cuartetas.
Yes.
And this is again on Corrientes Street, but it's on the other side of 9 de Julio, 9 of July. So the ones we visited before were on the left-hand side, and now we're on the right-hand side.
Yes.
So we've crossed the biggest avenue in the city.
By taxi, not
By
on foot.
taxi. And I'm starting off with a chop over here.
Yeah.
That's what they're called in Argentina. A beer of this size is a chop.
How is that beer on a hot summer
Oh my
day?
gosh, it's a requirement on a day like today. It's basically 30 degrees. I'm still not used to the heat, having arrived from Patagonia just like a few days ago. And yeah, this is gonna cool me down. And we've got more slices coming your way soon.
All right, so we got 4 slices. I'm trying to remember what exactly it is we asked for. This is the mozzarella with anchovies, because if you order straight up anchovies, it doesn't come with cheese. It comes with just tomato sauce, which would have been fine. I do like that. But
Yeah,
the
but we
waiter-
haven't tried it with cheese yet. So.
Yeah, the waiter did seem concerned that I wasn't getting cheese, so he suggested this one.
Cheese it is.
Cheese it is, guys. Cheese it is. That is good cheese, my friends. I would say this is probably the thickest dough so far. All the grease from the cheese is just creating that almost soupy layer that you find in the pizzas in Naples. It's stuck with like a very thick but spongy dough. Can I use the word doughy to describe dough? Different dough for sure. Doughy dough. It is doughy dough.
Doughy dough is the verdict.
I still think I prefer my anchovies with this tomato sauce.
Pizza time. So I've got 2 slices, guys, as per the way we're doing it in this whole challenge, this pizza challenge in Buenos Aires. I've got the classic mozzarella, and over here I've got the fugazzetta, which is a mountain of cheese with onion. So let's go for the classic first. Love the classic. We've made sure to order that at every place. Look at all that cheese, guys. Whoa.
Strings of cheese hanging out of your mouth. There you go. Got it in there.
That is hands down the cheesiest slice I've had on this whole challenge. This is number 4, restaurant number 4.
Yeah.
I should say pizzeria number 4. That's the most cheese I've had in a bite. Wow. That's gonna be a filling slice.
I think that's one of the reasons why it's a lot of people's favorite pizzeria. It's just loaded with cheese.
Look at this one. This one has even more. It's so cheesy that I can't even see like the edge of the pizza slice. It's actually spilled out to the sides in both directions. We have a new winner. That is the cheesiest slice.
Oh wow.
So that's been dethroned to number 2. This might be the best pizza of the whole challenge so far. Out of all the places, this is very good pizza.
Also, I should mention there are like different pizza toppings you can order, but you have to get a whole pizza if you want a specialty one. That's kind of why we're sticking to the classics.
There is a special pizza that they make here, and it's got tons of ingredients, but they don't sell it by the slice, unfortunately.
You need to get the whole thing, so
exactly.
you gotta come with a group of friends or something. That's too bad because it has tuna. I would have liked to have that one.
Tuna would be nice. Guys, and price point for this pizza, all of it, including the 4 slices, your pear juice, and my beer, it came to $8.50 US. So far this place has been the cheapest and the best. So,
all right.
Amazing quality and amazing price.
Pizzeria number 5.
My friends, last but not least, we are at El Palazzo della Pizza, basically the palace of the pizza. And I'm trying another new drink. This is a Moscato. It's a sweet red wine. Yeah, it's not nearly as potent as like a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Malbec. This feels sweet and a little bit, smoother going down. But I still prefer my Malbec, I gotta say.
The struggle is real, guys. Oh my goodness. But I am very excited about this pizza. This one has something called matambre, which is kind of like a deli meat in a way. Basically, you take a roll of meat and you put like vegetables and egg. You roll it up tightly, like you tie it up, then you boil it, and then you can serve it as a deli meat. And we're having it on a pizza, which is very unusual. We have been to a lot of pizzerias now, and this is my first time seeing a slice of matambre on top of a pizza. So yeah, just very different. So we thought we would give it a go since this appears to be one of the specialties here. I would say that is very, very good. If you can see the spices here, this gives it a nice little bit of kick. It reminds me a bit of the spices of chimichurri.
Ooh, yum.
So that is
It's got some egg
very
in there
nice.
too.
It has a hard-boiled egg and lots of cheese. Like the last pizzeria we went to, this one also is very generous with their mozza. So
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be a challenge. Oh man. Oh man.
Look at this giant slice. So this is the matambre, except the only difference is it comes with a slice of red pepper.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to get a bit of everything in this first bite here. Slice that, and in the mouth.
What? He is eating egg? Samuel eating a hard-boiled egg? Unheard of.
Wow, that's the most distinct slice of pizza I've had in Buenos Aires. It's good. It's just so unique with that matambre. I would have never thought of making a matambre pizza with that as a topping, but it's very good. Highly recommend it.
And it's a reason to come to this pizzeria because we haven't seen it anywhere else.
No, we haven't seen it on any other menu.
And now we do have plain ham.
Plain old ham, which is a mozzarella slice with the ham on here. Look, I'll lift up in the current. You can see it's mozzarella with ham. It's delicious. This is a very good pizzeria for sure. Like, I mean, out of all 5 of these places, like, you can't go wrong with any of them, really. They're all just that good. They wouldn't, like, these places have been in business for close to 100 years. They wouldn't have been able to stay in business if they didn't serve a great product, a great slice of pizza. So, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong here in Buenos Aires.
All right, guys, we got the bills. This is a type of restaurant where it's like they bring you the drinks, here's the bill for that. They bring you 2 slices, there's the bill for that. An extra 2, and they like just stack them underneath like the serviette holder.
Yeah.
So the total was 458 pesos, which right now is $7.50. So far, this has been the cheapest pizzeria in Buenos Aires.
What a deal.
What a deal.
We're leaving stuff.
We ate so well, but I'm like up to here. I cannot take one more bite.
It's siesta time. It's siesta time.
Definitely siesta time.
Yeah.
So, very well. See you later. That concludes our epic pizza tour across Buenos Aires. We hope this video gave you a few ideas of where to eat and what pizza toppings to order when you visit an Argentine pizzeria. And now, to answer the question on everyone's mind, no, I did not want to see another slice of pizza for a very long time after that. The same can't be said for Sam, who was devouring a slice of pizza a few days later. But anyways, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you very soon with more food and travel adventures. Ta-ta!